Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be everything you need to know about the Disney Vacation Club. Make sure you stick around because at some point in this video I'm going to be releasing everything you need to know about this week's giveaway. Let's get straight into it. So basic things you need to know about the Disney Vacation Club, also known as the DVC. It is quite a big cost at the beginning, which I'll get into later, but it means that in the future you have a lot less to pay, which is really cool. It's basically a type of timeshare, but it's not quite like a normal one. So you buy into a certain hotel, but you can go to any of the Disney Vacation Club hotels, and also it doesn't have to be in a certain week like some other timeshares. You can pick any time of year you want to go. It's based on points. Now, as far as I'm aware, you have to buy a minimum of 100 points. When we bought in last year, I think it was actually only 75, but now I'm pretty sure it's gone up to 100 points for your minimum amount of points that you would have to buy. And points are around, I think, just under $200 per point at the moment. And you can purchase as many points as you want. So it basically means that you can use your points every year, wherever you like or whatever time of year, as long as it's within your points. Now, if you're maybe 1 or 2 points short, you can also purchase a couple of extra points just for that one, and I think they're around $20 per point. So for example, if you had 100 points but you wanted to stay somewhere that was 105 points for that week or whatever, that would cost you an extra $100 on top, just to increase your points for that amount. Another thing to note is that you can move your points forwards and backwards by 1 year by either banking them or using them early. So actually you can use up to 3 years worth of points in 1 year, using the points from the year before and from the year after. But then that will obviously mean in those years you won't have any points. So if you're the type of person that maybe only vacations once every 3 years, then that will be a perfect way to use up all your points in one go. Whereas if you're the type of people that go to one of the lower point hotels or at a lower time of year, I will get into all the different things you need to know about the season soon, but if you go on a lower season, you could maybe go every single year or even multiple times a year, depending on how many points you purchase. Now, there are loads of locations around the world that you can use your point. We've discovered that the best value for your points is to use them at Walt Disney World itself, and there is a massive list of hotels that you can go to. I'll put them up on the screen now just so you can have an idea of which hotels you could choose, especially if you maybe have a favorite hotel that you love to stay at. But you can also use them in other places such as Disneyland California, Aulani at Hawaii, in Paris, Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong, all the Disneys around the world. And you can also use them at Vero Beach in Florida and Hilton Head in South Carolina. Another thing you can use them for is on the Disney cruises as well, which is super cool. But as I've said, the best value for your points and the best value for money would actually be just to use them solely at Walt Disney World. Just to give you a little bit of context, as of 2020, you can get a week in Animal Kingdom Lodge in the lowest season, which is usually I think January and September, for just over 60 points for 1 week. So just so you have an idea of how much things cost, that is the absolute cheapest amount of points for this year. It's just over 60 points, and it will go way up. For example, if you want to stay in like a 2-bed villa for 2 weeks, that's going to cost you a lot more points than that, especially if you want to go in the premier seasons, which are Christmas and Easter. Again, I will go over these in a minute. So the cost of the points can change. I expect they will go up year by year, but I don't think it changes too much extremely quickly. Apologies if you can hear that water in the background. I have a water tank in my bedroom and it's really annoying, so love that. Another thing you have to take into account is annual fees. Now, you have to pay a certain amount every single year to keep up your membership with the DVC. As far as I'm aware, it's around $6 per point per year. I think ours, we have 75 points at the moment, it's around $400 to $500, just to give you an idea. So you have to make sure you put some money aside for every year to pay your annual fees so that you can stay a part of the Disney Vacation Club. So let's move on to the seasons. As of 2020, there are 5 seasons, but these have changed in the past. There's been more or less seasons, so don't count on this being the same every single year. But just so you have some kind of an idea, there is the premier season, which is the 5th to the 18th of April, and the 24th to the 31st of December. Now, this one actually is a big jump up from the amount of points that you have to use compared to the other 4 seasons. So for the other seasons, it's kind of a small increase as you go, whereas for this one, it's a massive jump because obviously it's Easter weekend / spring break and Christmas and New Year. After that, it goes on to Magic Season, which for 2020 is the 16th of February to the 4th of April, the 19th to the 30th of April, the 11th of June until the 15th of August, and the 25th to the 27th of November, which we discovered was for Thanksgiving. So obviously we were like, wow, from the UK, that seems random. I don't know why it's 3 days there that are much higher than the rest of November, but that's because it's Thanksgiving. So maybe if you're from the UK or elsewhere around the world that doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, avoid that weekend because it costs a lot more points for you then. Next up is the Dream season, which is the 1st to the 15th of February, the 1st of May until the 10th of June, and the 16th to the 31st of August. Now this is actually our favourite season to go because for the 16th to the 31st of August, British schools are still off on the holidays, yet in America they've already gone back, so it means that it's a lot cheaper, but it's still part of our main summer holidays, which is really cool. And also for February half term as well. Next up is Choice season, which for 2020 is the 1st of October until the 24th of November, the 28th to the 30th of November, and the 15th to the 23rd of December. This one's also good for people coming from the UK as it's October half term during that one, and the amount of points you have to use up is a lot lower than some of the other holidays. And the cheapest season overall is Adventure season, which is the entirety of January, the entirety of September, and the 1st to the 14th of December. So I think this season is probably the best for obviously people that have flexible jobs and maybe children that aren't in a regular school, or if your holidays are different anywhere else around the world. But what I've found is it's really good for university, since our holidays are a little bit different and they're usually a little bit longer around these times. Especially for me in January, I didn't start back at university until the 20th of January, so we got to go then and it was really cool. So let's have a little break from all the DVC talk and get into the giveaway. What I'm going to be doing is from Saturday the 15th of February until the following Saturday, the giveaway will be open. I'm gonna pick a gift from Walt Disney World that costs around $20. I would say if you have suggestions, please leave them down below. If it's a little bit more or a little bit less, I'll try and pick one that works to people's favours. If somebody in the comments has left something that you like the sound of, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that I can see that a lot of people are interested in that particular item. And all you have to do to enter this giveaway is to subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and comment down below who your all-time favourite Disney character is. The only reason I say that you need to comment is because I can't always see who subscribes to me. Now you will have multiple entries if you would like, so from today's video and also on Tuesday and Thursday's videos, if you go through the same process of liking and commenting on the video, I will probably come up with something else that you can comment on those videos. You can also enter those giveaways, so make sure to check back if you want an extra entry. When I reveal the winner, I will give out my email address to make it super easy for you guys to get in touch with me, and I can ship the prize out to you there. It is completely international, so don't worry about where you live. I can ship worldwide. And that's everything for now. So thank you guys, everybody who's already subscribed and been liking and commenting on my videos. It means so much to me. And if anybody else who's watching this hasn't done these things yet, please get onto it now because it means a lot. Okay, so back into the DVC, I'm just going to go through a few of the benefits that there are of joining the Disney Vacation Club. So the first thing is, if you're a frequent visitor of Walt Disney World, it means you can get an annual pass at the Florida resident rate. A platinum pass for anyone who wants one is around $1,195. Whereas if you go through the Disney Vacation Club with the Florida residence rates, you will get that exact same pass for around $900. But also it means you can get a gold pass, which does block out Christmas and Easter, so if you want to travel around that time, then obviously you wouldn't be able to do that. But you can get it at a much cheaper price of $719. And of course, you can upgrade your original ticket to that, so it will only be the extra amount of money that it would cost. So it makes it super cost effective to get an annual pass if you're the type of person that travels a lot to Walt Disney World and would invest in an annual pass either way. You also get discount in shops, the table service restaurants, as well as all the tours and different packages as well. Another really exciting thing is you get to go in the Disney Vacation Club lounges, one being in Epcot in the exit to the Figment ride, which is really cool. So if you're there for the day, you just want to chill out, you can go up to the lounge, show your membership card, and they have the free soda fountains, tea and coffee. They sometimes bring around little snacks and things like that, which is really cool. If you would like, you can check out the vlog in which we went to it. I do show a little bit of it in there too. Of course, you also get the better rooms. You can get villas with multiple rooms. You also usually get a kitchenette, you get washing facilities, so that's really good as well, rather than just getting the standard rooms. You also get early access to the runs, so if you usually take part in the Run Disney event, you have earlier access to those as well. And also, you can still go and not use up your DVC points. For example, when we went last month, we stayed 5 days in the usual accommodation, and then we stayed 2 nights with the DVC. But if you do this, especially if you're from the USA, you will get a lot better rates using your DVC membership than just the usual way. There is also also a separate website and phone number that you can use for the DVC that has a lot of benefits as well, including if you want to phone up, there's usually no queue, which is really useful, and they will basically sort out any problems that you might have, so that's a really good thing to have as well. Now, one piece of advice is I would say put everyone on the deeds for this. So I'm not sure what the deal is with young children, but for example, my mum actually bought the DVC membership, but she put me and my sister on it as well, and her mum too, just so that we all have access to it, and it means that it's a lot easier if she wants to hand it over to us. She doesn't have to go through all the paperwork, we can just have it from there. And of course there are some other little benefits here and there as well, but they're not always guaranteed, so I can't specify what they might be, but there are a couple of things that'll happen too, which are really cool and only happen if you're part of the DVC. If you're very interested in being a part of the DVC, you can go to one of the tours. If you're walking around the parks, you will see the kiosks around saying Disney Vacation Club. If you go and speak to the members of staff, they will offer you to go on one of the Disney Vacation Club tours. They will tell you all these things that I've basically told you, and maybe some other stuff too that I'm not sure about. They will show you around the room, which is really exciting, and give you all the details that you need to know about it. They'll pick you up from the park or wherever you would like, and they'll drop you off wherever you would like after as well, which is really convenient, so you don't need to worry about getting buses or anything like that. It will be in private transportation. The whole tour is completely private. You don't have to worry about them putting you in a big group or anything like that. As many people from your party as you would like can also go to this tour with you. It usually lasts around 1 to 3 hours, depending on how many questions you ask and different things like that, and if you want to see anything extra. And another bonus of going on this is they usually give you 3 free fast passes each and a Disney gift card of some description. A great thing about these tours as well is they really aren't pushy. They don't kind of force you into it or try and make you make the decision. They just say, right, we'll leave it with you, you can take as much time as you like, and then if you want to, you can get into contact and go from there. They will arrange another meeting with you as well on that. And also you can go to as many as you want. So if you go for one and then you're like, we're still not sure, but then you return the next year and you think, oh, we could have another look at that, you can go again. They won't be like, oh, you've already been here. They will let you go on it as many times as you want. So I hope all of this information has helped you to make a decision whether you would like to be part of the DVC or would consider it for future. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please remember to enter the giveaway if you would like to win the prize, and leave down below what your suggestion is as well as your favourite Disney character. And I'll see you next time. Bye!